Hello, everyone. Thanks for logging on to CBSColorado.com. Time now for a few extra minutes with Super Bowl 50 champion Bennie Fowler. And we were just talking in the break, Bennie. You know, careers are short, not for long. NFL, you're a Super Bowl champ. When you look back on your career, what are you most proud of?
I'm most proud of the fact that I was an undrafted free agent and made the team. I had one-year deals, rolling deals pretty much throughout my entire career. And the fact that I was able to stick in the NFL as long as I did, find a niche playing special teams and being that third or fourth receiver. The quarterbacks that I play with, Peyton Manning for 2 years and seeing that, then having a chance to play with his brother Eli for 2 years and being a part of those teams, even though we weren't that great, it was still great to play with another Manning who will be in the Hall of Fame. And then my 1 year with Sean Payton and playing with Drew Brees, I've had a chance to see some incredible quarterbacks, be a part of some incredible organizations, and just watch how, things and watch these people at a high level operate. And I think it's helped me in my business today.
You know, I think when we talk about players a lot, you're always talking about these first-string guys. What is it like to kind of always live life on the bubble? How challenging is that in the NFL?
I think it's very challenging. Every training camp is 45 days as a job interview. These people on the bubble, I would say half your roster, and definitely the young guys and rookies, it is an interview every single day for 45 days. And you could play really well and do things really well and still not make the team. I think back to a guy like a Hunter Sharp or a now all-pro returner in Detroit, Khalif Raymond. They were here in Denver's training camp 8-9 years ago, played really well during training camp, but couldn't make the roster. So I definitely know that I'm blessed. But, yeah, it's a little tough, and, yeah, it's mentally taxing. But this is the NFL, and there's a line around the corner and around the country of people who would love to have this opportunity, so they should embrace it, and that's what I tried to do.
Well, man, your career was a fantastic one. It's the 10-year anniversary of Super Bowl 50. I can't believe it's been 10 years. How much are you looking forward to just celebrating with your teammates, celebrating that epic time in Broncos history?
I'm really looking forward to that time. I'm looking forward to seeing Peyton. I see Emmanuel quite a bit throughout the year. Just all the teammates that I have. I feel like that team, I haven't been around, obviously, a lot of Super Bowl teams, but I feel like that team did really well post-football in terms of what people are doing now. We lost Demarius and we lost Ronnie Hillman, which is very sad. We lost them at very early ages, and they were very huge parts of that team. The rest of that team, I feel like everybody's doing well. Obviously, Peyton doesn't count because that's an anomaly in terms of his transition. But when you think about guys like Omar Bolden and Brandon Marshall, Aqib Talib, T.J. Ward, Emmanuel, so on and so forth, DeMarcus Ware, the leaders on that team, it's great to see them transition. Malik Jackson, Danny Trevathan. There's so many different players that I see that are just doing well, and it's good to see those guys doing well. So I'm excited to hang out with them, see them, reshare some stories, learn about some things that I might not have known was going on because I was such a young player. So I'm looking forward to just, reconnecting with everybody.
When you talk about what makes up a Super Bowl team, I think about that team. I think I'm biased, but one of my favorites, there's so many personalities, leadership, energy. When you look at this year's Broncos team, are there any similarities you see in regards to the makeup?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of similarities. I think, number one, you have two head coaches that know how to handle personalities. Gary Kubiak could handle personalities. He could handle Aqib Talib or T.J. Ward and then also talk to a Peyton or a Demarius or an Emmanuel. And then with Sean Payton, you see something very similar. Somebody, who can talk to a Malcolm Roach, a Marvin Mims, a Bo Nix, a Cortland Sutton, who's a little bit more quiet, bring in an Evan Ingram, and then also talk to a Dre Greenlaw. So you have that type of coaching. I think the defense is very similar in terms of all the versatile coverages you could play, all the things that you can do from a pass rushing standpoint, a playing man-to-man defense standpoint, a blitzing standpoint. From the offensive standpoint, I think you have a lot of different weapons. You have bigger receivers in Cortland and a DT, and then you have your speed guys like Emmanuel and a Troy Franklin or a Devon Valier or a Mims. So you have those types of players, and then you have a dynamic running back, two running backs that can fit in a whole bunch of different ways on the offense. So you have your C.J. Anderson and your Ronnie Hillman, and you have Juwan Thompson, Capri Bibbs, those types of backs, and then you have an R.J. Harvey and a J.K. Dobbins, and then Jaleel, just different types of backs. And then I would say their offensive line might be a little bit better. This offensive line here with Furbeau might be a little bit better. Our offensive line was great and did a great job protecting Peyton over the course of that year, and also Brock. But I think our offensive line, this one's top three right behind, probably Philly and Detroit.
Oh, you love to hear it. All right, who are Benny's players to watch this preseason games that maybe sleepers to make the squad? Who are you watching?
I'm definitely watching the receivers. I want to see who's going to be receiver number 2. Is it going to be Pat Bryant? Is it going to be Vele again reconnecting with Bo Nix? Is it going to be Marvin Mims emerging? Or is it going to be really Troy Franklin, who's had a very strong camp? So that's what I'm really looking to watch. I'm also looking to watch, Bo Nix's series that he does get in terms of the operation in and out of the huddle, some of the plays that Sean calls, him getting Evan Ingram integrated into the offense. Also want to see Jahdae Barron, just the types of plays that he will make and how he will stand out, just getting his NFL reps. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. And Hufanga and Greenlaw, I just want to see how they fit in, and how they look in a Broncos uniform. So I think that's going to be very exciting.
Oh, not enough time in the day. We could talk ball with you all day. This has been such a treat, Benny. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Really appreciate you having me.
Guys, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.